I'm here with the Chief of 8 Ball Global, Gavin Marr. Gavin, I've been hearing some pretty good things about the company, 8 Ball Global, and how you guys, well, you do things differently. You're not traditional business consultants, are you?
We'd like to think not. We pride ourselves in delivering a range of services that are linked back to this critical notion of understanding our clients' customers. So it's important to note that we're like anyone else. We like to understand who our clients are and what they're all about. But we feel it's critical to understand the needs of the people our clients are doing business with. So we pretty much keep this in the front of our mind for every service we offer and everything we do. The belief here is that for us to be successful, we've got to help our clients be successful, and pretty much that's the basic philosophy.
Certainly an interesting way to look at things. First and foremost, you're looking to the needs of your clients' customers.
That's right. I guess when we talk about our clients' customers, lots of businesses will talk about their clients, their needs, but realistically, if you're serving your customers' clients, then in a sense, by extension, you're serving your clients as well. And if they're successful, then it's just going to be a flow-on effect, and everyone will gain success out of it.
So in applying this philosophy, what specific services do you offer?
We start the process by understanding the needs of our clients, customers, or in other words, the market. So we do this by a process which is pretty long-winded, to be honest. So we come up with what we call a value model. So it's showing the needs of the market. Part of this process, we discover how our clients are performing against that value model and fulfilling value criteria, as we call it. But critically, we also understand how our competitors are performing. So it gives you a pretty good picture of where you sit in the market.
It doesn't sound like your stock standard research. Is there some particular tools that you use?
Yeah, definitely we're not stock standards. So you're right there. There's some proprietary tools we use, and we have a strategic alliance with a company out of the United States called Market Value Solutions. They're headed up by a gentleman, Dr. Reg Gecki, who we've got a reasonable relationship with over 20 years now, to be honest. But at the end of the day, using these proprietary tools, we come up with a clear understanding of what our clients need to do next. If I can expand on that point a bit, there's a lot of research companies and people do research and get a lot of data, and it provides heaps of data, but you don't know what you've got to do next. It's very academic and it's high-level terms. Our stuff gets very granular. It gets down to the detail for each business unit manager can understand clearly what they've got to do next, in what order and what priority.
Okay, now that you have an understanding of the market, what comes next?
Well, yeah, so now we understand the market, we've got to formulate some sort of strategy based on this newfound knowledge. So the strategy now is referenced by this voice of the market and in terms of the market needs and competitive performance, which we've talked about. So the crux of things is that we can identify within our customers' business where holes lie in their offering or where they're not doing very well. When we also find places where they're doing exceptionally well that they maybe didn't know that. So that's pretty critical in terms of being able to leverage your strengths. Something that's quite interesting as well, we find sometimes customers are doing things or offering things to the market that the market doesn't care about. So they're actually spending money on time, resources, human resources, all these sort of things in capital that they're just wasting time. So sometimes you have an internal view of the market, but when you actually talk to the market, you find a different picture. So what we mean by that, in terms of providing for market needs, we might find that our clients' competitors are offering much better than what our clients are. So in terms of process, we identify gaps in performance, which highlight some, I guess, key processes that need to be addressed. So again, labouring the point again, the processes are those processes that are critical to delivering value to the market, or in other words, have an effect on the ability of a company to compete effectively in relation to other providers. Because let's face it, you can tell me that your favourite soccer team scored 5 goals on Saturday, and I'll say, that's great, but how much did the opposition score? And if you say 7, we've got a problem. And it's the same with business. You can be providing a good service, but if your competitor's providing a better service, you've got issues. So everything we talk about is relative to competition.
Okay, so what you're saying is 8 Ball can go in there, take a look at an organisation's processes, help them improve them, and then to compete more effectively in the market.
Yeah, that's pretty much correct. Look, Tony, we look at current processes, measure them against known benchmarks. We suggest improvements that should have a direct effect in the long term on the company's ability to compete in that market. Also, the benefit sometimes, just by improving these processes, you can decrease costs and take, I guess, what we, in layman's terms, you call fat out of the business. So once we put that in place, it's now time to tell the market that you've made these improvements. So, and most people talk about marketing, they think it's about advertising, but we're talking about all this front-end work happening before you get down to the marketing communications side of the business.
Okay, so once you've identified and improved key processes, you help your clients go back to the market and then tell them what's new or improved.
Yeah, look, that's a good way of putting it, to be honest. So yeah, we offer services to help make that happen. But it's not just about coming up with great photos, great design, interesting pictures. And of course that's important because it does draw people's attention to what you're talking about. But we make sure the key messages in this marketing communication material, if you want to call it that, is linked back to those items or issues that the market deems to be important, which we did at the front end. So really critically, we ensure our customers don't say anything in any of their marketing that is irrelevant and also that isn't true. So I'll give you an example. If you go on an airline and they say we're offering the best in-flight service in the industry, and every time you turn up to the airline you get a poor experience, doesn't it annoy you when you hear ads when they tell you how good they are? It's just very annoying. So we make sure that our clients don't talk about anything that's not true and doesn't resonate with the market. And it gets back to that trust thing too. If you're talking stuff that these people have experienced, then they definitely trust you. So this approach to marketing communication focuses pretty much on key messages, being truthful, and those key messages that we think are strategically important.
So what I'm hearing is it's more than just putting on a good promotion or putting out a fabulous looking brochure, all the usual things people think of when they think of marketing.
Yeah, that's right. I think of it as really just joining the dots. It's pretty simple, isn't it? It's like a puzzle. What's the market want? How are we performing? Make sure we fix the things we're not doing well. Let's talk about it. Tell people about it. Customer comes in, enjoys the experience, and the loop continues. So it's pretty much join the dots.
So what kind of stuff do you offer in that marketing communication?
Well, all the usual stuff, advertising, event management, media, doing websites, etc., etc. All the stuff. And really, it's just our point of difference is that we make sure everything is linked back to that issue that I talked at the front end, which is customer value and performance all the way through.
Okay, and once you've done the marketing communication stuff, I'm guessing that's the end of it, right?
Yeah, look, pretty close. To round it all off, we offer another service which we call transactional monitoring. So what we're trying to do here is we've made all these changes, we've done process improvement, we've done new ads, all etc., new strategy. We make sure that it's having a positive effect in the market. So in a nutshell, it provides us and our clients with a dashboard to see improvements or the improvements that we've made, if it's resonating in the market, if it's making a difference. Because really, at the end of the day, all this stuff we've talked about and why we get out of bed in the morning is all about increasing profitable market share for our clients.
Sounds like 8Ball's got it all organised.
Sounds good.
Thanks, Gavin, for your time. It's certainly been very interesting talking.